How many of you know we're going to face some things this year that you have no idea what's coming, right? We know this, right? The only certainty in life is uncertainty. So we know we're going to face uncertainty. So I want to share some tools and strategies so you're prepared to thrive, so you're equipped to thrive no matter what comes your way. Because my goal today, I'm not here to motivate you or get you fired up. Like you guys can do that. I'm certainly not here to tell you how to do your job. But I want us to have an amazing time together. I'm committed to making this a fun experience that you'll never forget. Is anybody up for that? Okay. Are you in this moment, or are you just trying to get through this moment? Realize, okay, things have got to change. And I was sitting on the floor of my home office, taking inventory of my life. And that's where the phrase, "this moment matters," came to me. As in, this moment matters because life happens here. Like, this is it. This is the only thing that's promised, is this moment right now. This moment for us right now, this is all that's promised. Like, I don't know what's going to happen 5 years from now. I'm not sure what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. It's this moment. This moment matters. And my life changed in that moment.
We had the pleasure of listening to Shawn Ellis just pretty much give us all kinds of aspirations and inspirations to help us not only get through our work life, but our personal lives. And it just really resonated with me, lined up with a lot of things that I'm doing on my own.
So, as we start this year, here's a question for you. How do you want to show up this year? Because if this moment matters, we don't control our circumstances, but the only thing we do control is how we show up and how we respond, one moment at a time. So how do we live like this moment matters? When we set out into this year and we say, I want to thrive, well, what does thriving mean? Like, how do you want to show up in your classroom, in the hallways, in the office? And what I want you to do, we're going to take a couple minutes right now, and I want you to get in groups of 3 or 4, and as a matter of fact, stand up. Because let's do this standing, because it's time to engage the body. I'm going to put on some music and give you 3 minutes. Each of you just quickly share, how do you want to show up this year?
When I connected with Shawn, he was very invested from the very minute that we spoke. We gave him a message that we really hoped he would convey to our people, and he nailed it 100%. I really appreciate it, Shawn. We saw a lot of engagement in our audience today. And I know we're going to reap the benefits from that the entire year and more to come. So thank you very much.
And he said, I've got the plan. If you follow this for a year, you'll hit the outcomes you're looking for. I guarantee it. So I thought, I've got focus, I've got a plan, I've got a coach, I've got a guarantee. How could this possibly fail? But the problem is, we can't account for what's going to come up in the way, in the path. So what happens then is we've got to be willing to adapt. And a few months into that year of living this new way, I realized, man, I'm going to have to turn in focus and trade it for another F word for this year. And the word was flexibility. I don't know what you guys were thinking. You might have maybe were on a different track there. Flexibility is what I'm talking about. Because one of the things that challenges us with flexibility is flexibility means everything is not in our control. But what is in our control is how we respond to it. What are we going to focus on? That's a choice you can make. What are you going to think about? Are you going to think like, oh my gosh, this will never work, right? Or are you going to think, I will find a way? That's a thought. You get to choose your thoughts. And all this then, your attention, your attitude, which combines our thoughts and our feelings, then it comes down to the action. What is the right thing right now?
I just got to hear Shawn Ellis at this meeting that I'm at, and I loved it. It did really resonate with me, and I feel like if I could really just check in throughout the day with some of the ideas that he shared, it will transform my life. I loved it. I really enjoyed listening to him.
What do we do with all these things that we don't control? All we can do is relax, let go, and trust. Like, I'm going to do my part, how I show up, how I respond. But everything else, I just got to relax, let go, and trust. There's nothing else I can do. because every one of you here, we're all in a different place in life. And I haven't had a chance to talk to all of you yet. I hope we'll get a chance to talk after. But wherever you are in life, I am confident that there is a reason that I'm here today. There's a reason that Carrie and I connected and that I'm here this year and not last year, this year, not next year. There is something here for you. For that, I am confident. So I had this phrase, this moment matters. I started learning about mindfulness. Okay. Let me make sure that that doesn't happen again. See, I told you I didn't know what was going to happen 5 minutes from now. That may or may not happen again. But if it does, let that be the reminder, this moment matters. That can be the wake-up call. If you hear that sound, this moment matters. And from now on, guess what? Anytime you hear that notification in your life, you're going to remember this moment matters. See. Thank you. See, everything belongs. Nothing is an accident.
That's what it's like to be fully present. And you know what that feels like, right? You've had those moments where you are just totally in the zone. Time stands still. I mean, how would you describe those moments?
Happening right now, in this very moment, because this moment matters. Every moment matters. If this resonates with you and sounds like the right solution for your group, reach out and let's talk about how a presentation can be tailored to meet your objectives.